The living are soft and yielding. The dead are rigid and stiff. Living plants are flexible and tender. The dead are brittle and dry. Those who are stiff and rigid are the disciple of death. Those who are soft and yielding are the disciples of life. The rigid and stiff will be broken. The soft and yielding will overcome. Okay, so as you guys know, we are nearing the end of the Tao Te Ching Explained series. Following this series, my plan is to transition to fewer, higher quality uploads, where I can go more in depth on topics that I think are especially important. I already have quite a few topics in mind that I'd like to cover in these deeper videos, and this topic is one of them. Because of this, I'm not going to go super deep into this subject now, because I'd like to cover it more in a longer and better produced video. So just know that one thing you can most likely look forward to at the end of the Tao Te Ching series is an in-depth, practical guide on how to use Wu Wei in your life. If you guys do have any requests about videos you'd like to see done, you can put them in the comments if you want, and I'll at least consider it. So with that said, let's talk a little bit about flexibility. When people really make up their minds to accomplish something, they often go about it in a very specific way. This way usually involves a strong, steadfast determination to hold rigorously to some kind of schedule, plan, or goal in order to achieve the thing they are trying to do. Think New Year's resolutions, diet plans, exercise goals, plans to quit smoking, that kind of thing. But when we go about our goals in this way, we often go a little too far with them. Often, in our attempt to focus on persistence, we forget to remain open to new ways to accomplish the goal that we might not have considered. Now, it's undeniable that persistence is an important part of achieving any goal, with or without Wu Wei. If your goal is to quit smoking, for example, there is just no getting around the fact that you will have to not smoke every day. This takes persistence. Wu Wei does not deny this. However, when we adhere to Wu Wei, we are sure not to make persistence an end in and of itself. We use it as a tool, not as a way to prove ourselves or to gratify our egos. Some people get so committed to the idea of hard work and persistence that hard work becomes the goal, not the tool. Such people will often spend their whole lives working hard, never to actually see the benefits of this work. When Wu Wei is a part of our lives, we couple our hard work with flexibility. Flexibility allows us to see the options around us and to use our hard work where it will make the most difference. Often, the best path to a goal is not the most direct one. We try to meet goals like we build highways, in one straight line toward our destination, cutting through terrain, disregarding the lay of the land. We do this because we think it is faster, but faster is not always better. Often, the best way to our goals is more like a forest path, which weaves in and out of trees, around rocks, over streams. If you look at examples of people who achieve things we admire in our society, you often see them not taking the most direct path. For example, scientists have found that elite athletes often spend less time in deliberate practice of a single sport early in their athletic development. Often these athletes will have a sort of testing period, where they will spend time on several different sports before they settle on one. Elite musicians also do this. Studies have found that many of the best musicians will try out 2 or 3 different instruments before they find the one they like. We would tend to think that this would be detrimental to their careers, because it comes out to less time spent on their sport or instrument of choice. However, the time these athletes and musicians take to sample different options often allows them to find a better fit for them, and reduces the chance of burnout later down the road. Their flexibility ultimately enables their persistence. Sometimes we think that we know exactly what we need to do in order to accomplish something, but often we just don't. Sometimes we are even wrong about what it is we want to accomplish. Often we think that we have found our true calling, but maybe it's just a step along the road to something even greater. Flexibility allows us to navigate this path without getting stuck on one particular section of it for longer than necessary. Thanks for watching, and come and join the Discord if you want to join discussions about these kinds of topics, and I will see you all tomorrow for Chapter 77. Peace and blessings.